Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pathfinder Plays. Today we are going to be talking about a game called Northern Lights. You play the role of a forest ranger who was sent on a rescue mission and ended up trapped on an island whose climate has suffered mysterious and drastic changes. Massive blizzards, freezing temperatures, and hungry predators are some of the dangers that threaten your survival. This is the core experience of Northern Lights. In less than a second, you find yourself helpless in front of the unforgiving Siberian wilderness. From being the hunter, you become the hunted. Stranded, far from any human habitation, you have to endure the harsh Arctic conditions, hunt for supplies, investigate the mystery, and find a way to escape the island. There is no manual to show you how to survive. Your success depends on getting out there and using all of your abilities to master necessary wilderness survival skills. This sounds completely awesome, and I feel like it harkens back to The Long Dark to a certain extent. You are put in a dangerous environment that makes you adapt in certain uncomfortable ways. This is the core of what it means to be a survival game, is it not? Take away the flair of zombies and bandits and whatever else, anomalies even, and what do you have? You have yourself set against the environment, and that includes the weather and wildlife. This is the most natural, most core, most essential survival experience you can get, and I cannot wait to try it. This game has a few features that I'd like to point out. Number one, it has multiple endings. In Northern Lights, your actions determine your fate. Each sandbox experience has a variety of potential endings to it. No matter the path you choose, your ultimate goal is to survive and escape the island. Choices and outcomes. Number two, keeping your stats under control is crucial. Not keeping your hunger, thirst, body temperature, and fatigue in balance can have repercussions on your in-game sanity. So there's a few different meters that you have got to keep control of as if you were to be in that situation in real life. Hunger, thirst, body temperature, that right there is the Long Dark. Fatigue, that's also Long Dark. But then they add in some green hell sprinkled in there with your sanity as well. These will all help make a more genuine survival experience. Number three, be the hunter or become the hunted. Diverse wildlife ranging from ferocious predators such as bears and wolves to non-threatening animals such as the reindeer, moose, foxes, boars, seals, and more will be added to the list in future updates. So you have a plethora of wildlife immediately upon access to the game. Yes, the bears and wolves are threatening, but just a side note, I would say that mooses, they are pretty terrifying at sometimes. Don't make them mad, they're huge, they will club you to death with their massive hooves. Number four, a broad and animated world. The island measures 100 square kilometers and it contains a delicate balance between pure nature and an abandoned world composed of a variety of locations. Exploration can be done on foot, or if you are lucky enough, with a snowmobile. It's like Long Dark 2.0 almost. Different story, of course, but it's kind of the same. It's the end of the world. Why is the weather so drastic? Why is everything not working anymore? Abandoned world? How come? Where'd all the people go? Why'd they leave? There's abandoned settlements that you find, just like in the Long Dark. Places that used to be livable. So it's just going to be you versus the weather versus the wilderness versus these abandoned locations that you can scavenge. And the fact that you're able to get a snowmobile later on, but only if you're lucky enough, is awesome. That's the one thing that I like about games like this, is that nothing is handed to you, nothing is promised. You may get a snowmobile, or you may not get a snowmobile. It clearly says if you are lucky enough. You could probably go an entire playthrough in this game and not even see a snowmobile. And even if you do, does this mean that it's broke? Does it need fuel? Does it need to be fixed? Are you able to find the proper equipment required to even get it functional? Who knows? I'm excited to find out. Number 5. Pick your challenge. You can choose between 3 difficulty scenarios made for every kind of player. From players who are beginners who want to explore the world in peace, to skilled survivors who wish to experience a hardcore challenge. And this game should have that. You're not going to have a game like this and not give different difficulty settings, because the environment, though dangerous, it is beautiful and it deserves to be awed upon by the player base. It deserves to be accepted for the beauty it is, just like in real life. Beautiful, yet dangerous. Adore it for the creation that it is, but do not take it for granted, because it will kill you quite easily. All of this is what we as survival gamers want and thrive to get in our hands. That raw and gritty experience that allows us to test our mettle against Mother Nature herself. Even better, they say that it is worth mentioning that the game is optimized and does not lack any gameplay features. With that being said, our primary focus lies on improving the sandbox experience and releasing the multiplayer co-op experience. I would of course expect continuous balances and changes to happen during future patches during this early access, but this is what I have been talking about on Twitter: quality over quantity. Although in this case, they seem to be giving us both. Early access is not an excuse for a poor quality game. So if they are actually able to deliver on what they describe here, it will be amazing, and they will be an example in the survival indie world. With that being said, this game is slated to release in June of this year. That is right. Put it on your calendars, because I think this is going to be a wild ride, literally. And that is about it. Thank you all for watching this video and making it to the end. Remember that I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/PathfinderPlays1, and I often post on Twitter as well. Link is in the description below. As always, if you guys like survival and scavenging, consider hitting that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Path out.